And I am back with another episode for y'all. Ooh, I got a hot one for y'all today. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be hot. You remember about those awards I told you about, those unofficial awards that I was gonna hand out? Well, that list is getting pretty big, and I'm gonna narrow down probably in a couple of podcasts. But today, I want to talk about something that is on everybody's mind, other than the play-in tournament, of course. I want to talk about where I believe Bronny James is going to end up. How about that? I was thinking last night, right? And I was thinking, what could be the best scenario for little LeBron James Jr. to be able to grow up and be just as phenomenal, if not more phenomenal, than his father. He has, a medical situation going on for him, but I was thinking it in the realms of all around, like, not somebody who's going to put him immediately in the starting lineup, or also could, but I was thinking about coach wise, environment wise, and of course, it's the lottery, so his dad gonna come with him, and thinking about his father, how he was playing last night, man. The Kings. Before I talk about the Lakers, hold on. The Kings, man, man, the Kings. Keegan Murray is such a joy to watch him shoot that ball. It's beautiful. He has a gorgeous shot. And the Kings knocked out the Golden State Warriors. I didn't think that they would. Honestly, I thought that, it was going to be a good battle, probably going to an overtime, maybe two. But they said, no, we ain't having none of that. Last time, the internet blew up with him putting us to sleep in the seventh game 7. So they weren't having none of that. And they took them out, like out. Like, we don't even want to see you in the fourth quarter. You gonna sit your butt down. And that's what happened. They, man, they destroyed them really bad. I saw that they were starting to take their heart from them in the third quarter. Like, it was right there for them to take, and it was something to see. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it immensely. The Lakers game, that was a good game too. Zion left with an injury. I hope he's all right. I hope he can play in Friday's game. But man, they basically just took over, and not because they were the better team, but New Orleans started to turn over the ball. Why Willie Green didn't put Ingram back in the game? I'm I'm perplexed about that. He was doing really good in the first quarter. Um, Zion took over in the second quarter, and then the third quarter came around. He put he put himself on the line again. I'm not sure. That really, I kept thinking to myself, like, why isn't Ingram in the game? I understand why they kept swapping out Alvarado and putting, a taller player in there. I get that. But why not put in Ingram? I didn't get that. But sometimes I just think the game is rigged sometimes. Like, the officials are rigged. I don't know. I ain't even really have no complaints about the refs last night. They did a decent job. It wasn't all that. It was all right. But the Lakers pulled off. They got the 7th seed. They're going to be going against the Denver Nuggets, those champions, the reigning champions. That's going to be a great game to follow. Of course, all these playoffs are going to be great games to follow, but man, let me tell you, dang, it's going to be so good. See LeBron James and Jokic? Like, wow. Y'all just don't even know what you are looking to. Like, this is gonna be some let's make history type thing. LeBron scoring 40 in the first game to take the first game away from the Denver Nuggets. Like, these headlines are gonna be crazy. They already started to be crazy, but they're gonna be crazy. Um, let's talk about the Sixers. Sixers play tonight against the Miami Heat. If the Sixers win, they retain the seventh seed and they will go against the New York Knicks. Now, it's important to know that whoever wins tonight, and I really want it to be Philadelphia, they will have until Saturday to rest. Because I do believe, let me see, let me make sure before I open my mouth. Yeah, they will be playing Saturday, 6 p.m. That is already on the docket. It's gonna be on ESPN. So that gives them a couple days of rest. If they do not succeed, Miami loses and they go on to play the loser of the other game that's happening tonight, which is the Bulls and the Atlanta Hawks. Then they will play Friday, and then I think they play Sunday. Let's see. That only gives them a day to rest, though. Only a day to rest. Yeah, they will be playing at 1 p.m. too, so it's an early afternoon game on ABC. Oh gosh, you know what? I should just order me a whole big old bucket of nachos and wings and just sit and veg out in front of the TV because this weekend is going to be great. These whole playoffs are going to be great, but man, I did go buy me some chicken wings. I ain't gonna lie. I like them homemade though. Homemade full whole chicken wings. Those are the best chicken wings. I I understand they're party wings. You want the flats, you want the drums. I like the whole entire wing. I just do. And I'm a black girl, but I like the whole entire wing. Woo, man, it's making me hungry. It's making me hungry. So that is the spiel about the in-season tournament. What do I think is going to happen? Let's talk about the Bulls and the Atlanta Hawks. Do you think the Bulls can beat the Atlanta Hawks? They're going to play in Chicago. Yeah, I think either one of those teams can win. Actually, I think either one could win. When I talked about the Warriors and the Kings, I didn't even give a chance to the Kings. I honestly didn't. I forgot about Keegan Murray. I forgot about De'Aaron Fox and his ability to turn up. Um, Sabonis, yeah, it was. I read. I know. I said okay. They got Lynn out there. Okay, okay, yeah. I didn't think they were gonna win. They did, and it was great. It was a great basketball game. So Chicago is your boy playing? Is DeMar DeRozan playing? When is Lonzo coming back? Let me check on that real quick for a second in a half butt way. Um, man, okay, so Atlanta won that game. Atlanta won that game. Bulls won that game. Atlanta won that game. Bulls won that game. So they split it. One, two, three. It was 3-3. So that's why Chicago has home court advantage. Um, they're not really saying anything about Lonzo at all. Lonzo, shout out to the ball boy. Get better, get healthier. I ain't seen you in the court in a couple of years. Get better, get yourself out there. And I mean you can't come out there out here in this game right now, but I'm just saying if DeMar's gonna be out there, Trey came back. Let's say the scenario of Trey Young is feeling himself. I think the Atlanta Hawks are gonna win. He has Murray to back him up. Um, Bulls have your boy Caruso, also has Kobe out there. But do they have enough firepower? That's how they're gonna have to come into the game. Their mentality has to be like not to stop Trey Young, not to stop DeJounte Murray, but to get to another level and win this basketball game. Now, will either one of these beat Miami? It's possible. The Kings just beat the Warriors. I know you're like the Warriors and all that, but they are. Yeah, they have Steph, Chef Curry. Come on now. They have Clay, Splash Brother Thompson. Okay, they got Kamunga on the team. Come on, guys. You got to give them credit. I know there's a lot of Warrior haters out there. Get over yourself. It's basketball. Go by what you know in basketball to be. That anything can happen. Anything. This is the play-in tournament. Anything can happen. I just want the Sixers to win, get that seventh seed, and let's play Saturday. And then I'll talk about that matchup then. But right now, it's about the Miami Heat tonight. If I'm hoping Joel Embiid plays tonight. Let's see. Do they say he's going to play? Usually they don't even give that little piece of anything. They just hold it in, hold it in. Let's see how many times the Sixers have beat them. One, two, three. Oh, hold on. They beat us. One, two, three, three times. Okay, so it's a tie. It's a tie. It's a tie. Now it says Joel Embiid status looms over the Heat 76ers playing tournament. It says the Philadelphia 76ers are much better with Joel Embiid. Duh. While that's hardly breaking news, there's noticeable differences in the way the 76ers play with the reigning MVP. Duh. I mean, what? Whether Embiid will be able to suit up on Wednesday in the play-in round against the visiting Miami Heat remains to be seen. Because they don't know, they don't really tell them because they don't know. They could be playing that little cat and mouse and say, hey, I don't want them to get prepared for Joel Embiid. But who can ever get prepared for Joel Embiid? You could double team him if you want to, but he's just gonna kick it out, or he's gonna run through it, or he's gonna get a foul. So you can't really prepare for this guy anyway. It says that the coach said of Joel Embiid's availability, I'm not sure on anybody, but I'm hopeful. So he said on anybody, not just Joel. So could Robert come in this mug? Anthony played the other night, so we'll see. We'll just have to see. Um, he reportedly wasn't the worst to wear during Monday's practice. The eyes were on teammate Kelly Oubre Jr. He made shots. He looked normal. He looked like himself. The Oubre said, but you could definitely tell the seriousness in his face, in his work ethic, and everything he's doing, in the way he's carrying himself. He wants to win. So it's good to see him moving and doing his thing. Right. I totally get that. It's, man, let's go. Let's go. Joel Embiid needs to be on the court tonight. For real. Period. Period. He needs to be on the court tonight. I mean, if he gets in there and he plays, a couple of minutes and goes to the bench and gets heated up, he needs to be in there to be him. And I think he's gonna play. They're talking about Butler, being a playoff Jimmy. And he's a monster. He is a monster, but this isn't the playoffs right now. It's the play-in. So maybe we can ski skirt past playoff Jimmy and get that seventh seed. That'd be great. That'd be fantastic. Well, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. What other notable things they said? Talking about Adebayo. We're talking about Terry Rozier and Duncan Robinson are out. They missed due to injuries, but they're not sure if they might be back. Okay, it's interesting. Interesting. Ooh, this game's gonna be it. And I'm gonna be sitting in front of the TV, eating some chicken wings, having me some nachos. You know what? I'm about to make some nachos. What kind of nachos y'all like? You talking about the traditional nachos with the vegetables and the sour cream and all that? No, I'm talking about the nachos where you shredding a block of cheese and you're making a roux with some sour cream, and then you make the meat, put the meat in there, put a little rotel in there. I like to put some shrimp in there. Oh, yep, that's what I'm making. I'm making that tonight, and that's what I'm be eating when I'm watching this game. So da 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 da, bitty bitty bitty, boom bitty boom bitty boom bitty. That's what I'm doing. I'm having nachos tonight, guys. So get your dairy pills out. Let's tear up this nacho cheese. It's my cheese because it's nacho cheese. Yeah, I laugh at myself. It's all right. So back to the reason why I wanted to make this podcast today was to talk about LeBron James Jr., Bronny James, um, and where I think he should go to play in the season. He declared already for the NBA, but he's in the portal, so that means I'm feeling like that's meaning that he didn't sign up with an agent, and if he doesn't get picked up, he could potentially go back to the college realm. Um, I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think that he's going to get picked up by somebody, and it's probably going to be in the second round, and he's probably going to get traded to the team that I'm suspecting him to be on. I know you guys are anticipating, where is she talking about? Where is she going with this? Okay, let me give you a couple of hints. I think Bronny James would do great playing for a coach that's phenomenal at developing coaches, or I'm sorry, developing players. A fantastic player coach. Okay, somebody that has a lot of rings behind their name, somebody that's had a lot of big names that they built from scratch under their name. Um, Also a team that his father wouldn't mind playing at. Um, I'm not gonna sit here and talk about Charlotte like nobody wants to go to Charlotte or Detroit or Memphis or any teams like that that's low on the totem pole. Um, but it has to be a team that his father wouldn't mind playing for, like would actually be a dream for him to play on. Okay. And that team will be on the West Coast. Give you some hints here. See if you guys can, get in there. Their mascot, their name of their team isn't an animal. Like I said, they're on the West Coast. Um, they're used to receiving number one draft picks. They've gotten a couple under their belts, mostly big men. I don't think that they got any first round picks that weren't big men. Um, but playing in this scheme of this coach and this environment would help Bronny to develop on a more um, player advanced uh, schedule, because this is what this coach does. He is a player's coach. I think LeBron would feel like this is all his legend needs is to win in this city, because his favorite thing is Taco Tuesday. Okay? Like, have y'all got it yet? All right, if y'all ain't got it yet, I'm about to tell you. I think that Bronny James should go to the San Antonio Spurs and play for Gregg Popovich. Um, for all the things I mentioned earlier, Gregg Popovich is a phenomenal coach. He has some championships under his belt. He's had some homegrown, developed players that became Hall of Famers. Um, they're still inducting his players. His players have went on to be even better. Um, and win championships. Kawhi won a championship outside of there when he left. Um, I just think that with Wimbignana and that young roster, LeBron will be able to maybe a force be ready. Could you imagine LeBron James and Wimbignana? Like, okay, let's just take a moment of silence and let's think about this. It'd be crazy. It could be crazy. LeBron James, like Wimbiana blocking the shot, snatching it from the sky, throwing it ahead to LeBron. He's yamming it. You know what I'm saying? It would be too great, too great. Um, and then there's Bronny to be their point guard. Now you're saying San Antonio Spurs already have a point guard. They have a young point guard. He's doing pretty darn good. Me. Okay, I get that, but we're talking about bringing a team that is basically in the last uh of the last winning column. Like they didn't lose as many as other teams lost, but they lost, you know. Um their guard right now, their point guard is probably um a young guy, Devontae Graham. He's an experienced guy. He can come in behind Graham. Honestly, I think that Ronnie could start. Will he? No, he probably won't. Um, no player wants to get taken their spot from because of just that player's name. No player wants to go through that. And I doubt that LeBron's that haughty. You know, he's gonna have to earn that spot, and he can. He definitely can. They also got Devin Vassell. He's played a little bit at the guard, at the point guard position. Let's see who else. Who else? We got Trey Jones that also was sitting out there trying to corral his team, do something or other. But no, I think it could be. Let's start with the center, Wembanyama. Then we go to the four, LeBron James. Then to the three, we have Kelvin Johnson, um, or Jeremy Socom, and then Kelvin Johnson, and then Brian James. That would be a great starting five. They got Seti Osman. Um, he switches up. He comes off the bench on the bench. Like I said, they got Devin Vassell. They got some other young players. They got a backup center in Charles Bassey. Shout out to Charles Bassey. Who's on the Sixers team a couple of seasons ago. Um, they got Julian Champagne. I believe he is on the starting roster currently. He's a great player. He's doing pretty good. They got Brent Brown over there that's under Greg Popovich as an assistant coach. Um, Brett Brown is also a developed type of coach. So I mean, I think that would work. Like, who would they have to get rid of? They probably have to get rid of one of their guards. That's on a 10-day or a two-way, like maybe David Duke Jr., maybe Seti Sikio. Sorry guys, no shade for sure. Um, they would have to. Oh, there's another guy, Jamari Boya. My bad if I told your name up, because I'm so sorry. It's not intentional for sure. This is a good young team. Great young team. They got some good hungry players. I love seeing Jeremy so calm, so can so you know who I'm talking about. So deaf. Jeremy so deaf. I like him. He's um he's a gritty player. You know how much I like grit. And he is a gritty player. He likes to get out there and get dirty with it, and I like that. Um, so I mean, you saying, oh well, they got Victor Wembanyama, but that don't mean they can't add more, and they definitely will. If LeBron James and his son to be on the squad, bro, It put the NBA on notice for real. Like, don't sleep on that. Don't sleep on that. And if it happens, you have heard it here first. Running to the San Antonio Spurs by way of a second round pick or a trade um, of a second round pick, or if he doesn't get signed, he might just get picked up. Does he need to go to the D League, to get himself, acclimated? Maybe, but he has the summer games to get acclimated. So don't sleep on him. Don't sleep on him at all. That's my time, guys. Thank you all for watching or listening and paying attention to my um, opinionated voice of basketball and other stuff. Oh, don't let me forget. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forget this. This is so terrible of me. Um, I just want to say shout out to WNBA and that draft they had. Ooh, man, that was nice. It made me feel like the WNBA is moving in a really good way. The players that got picked up, the number one pick was your girl, Caitlin Clark. Um, they swooped her. They swooped up on her quick from Indiana. They swooped up on her quick. They said, "Girl, let me tell you, you're coming to Indiana, and that's that. Simple as that. There's no wavering. We're picking you up, and that's it." The WNBA is nice. It is nice. It's going to be tough to cover the NBA and the WNBA, but guess what? Guess what? I'm gonna do that. So Angel Reese went to Chicago. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Chicago's loaded. Indiana's gonna be loaded too, but Chicago is loaded. Oh my gosh, you just don't even know. Oh my gosh, just think about the shooting. The shooting itself is going to be this this like comparison, of course, to the NBA and how the girls are shooting like the men are shooting like the girls. I ain't gonna lie, the March Madness, the women were way more exciting to watch. Caitlin Clark, like I said, she went to Indiana on the first pick. Congratulations. Cameron Brink, she went to the Sparks. Um, that's awesome. That's awesome. She's a real good player. I love her defensive mind. Camilla Cardoso, she went to the Sky. I'm telling you, they gonna be loaded in Chicago. Rakia Jackson went to the Sparks as well. The Dallas Wings got J.C. Sheldon. The Washington Mystics got Aaliyah Edwards. Whoa. I did not know she went to the Mystics. Wow. Okay. Angel Reed went to the Chicago Sky. The Minnesota Lynx got Alyssa Piley. My bad if I'm tearing your name up. I'm just trying to shout y'all out. Carla Liddy went to the Dallas Wings. Connecticut Sun got Leela Lacken. The New York Liberty got Marquisha Davis. Oh my. That's whoa. Whoa. Philly needs a team. The Atlanta Dream for the 12th pick got Nidue Puish. I'm so sorry. I'm tearing your name up. I am sorry. She came from Australia, and I'm just jacking her name up. My bad, bro. My bad. I will learn your name for sure. And I'll be watching all 12 of these and the rest of the players that got scooped up. There, it's 3 rounds in the NBA, or the WNBA. So the second round went to Brianna Maxwell to the Sky. They are loaded. Chicago's loaded. She came from Gonzaga. If y'all haven't seen this girl, woo, she be doing her thing too. She's a great passer. Seattle Storm, Mikia Moore. She's going to the Seattle Storm. Indiana Fever also got Celeste Taylor from Ohio State. I think my nephews were telling me about Celeste. Um, Las Vegas Aces got Diasha Fair. She came from Sacramento. Number 5, the New York Liberty got Esme Martinez. I've heard of her before, but I don't think I've seen her play a lot. Kate Martin went to the Aces with the second round pick. Tiana Jackson went to the Connecticut Sun. She came from Kansas. Isabel Borealis is a guard from Australia as well. She went to the Atlanta Dream. The Minnesota Mystics got Caitlin Theron from Gonzaga. Connecticut Sun got Helena Guillon. Are y'all related? No, she's from Spain. They could be related. I don't know. She's from Spain, but she's by way of Arizona. The New York Liberty got Jessica Carter, Minnesota, Mississippi State, and the 12th pick for the Las Vegas Aces in the second round went to Elizabeth Kidley from Virginia Tech. She is a center. Wait a minute. She's a center? Huh. She averages a double-double and 55% from the field. Don't sleep on these second and third round picks. Try to tell you, don't sleep on them. Not even in the NBA should you sleep on them. In the third round, Charisma Osborne from UCLA went to the Phoenix Mercury. Seattle Storm got Mackenzie Holmes from Indiana. She's a nice pickup. Forward/center, I think. It says forward, but I see her play a little center. Indiana Fever got Leilani Korea, my bad, Florida. This Los Angeles Sparks got Mackenzie Forbes. She came from USC. She is a guard. Phoenix Mercury got Jazz Shelley from Nebraska. The Washington Mystics got Natasha Plassien from Belgium. She is a forward. They don't have her field goal percentage, but she almost averages a double-double with some dimes to boot. Minnesota Lynx got Kiki Jefferson. She's a guard from Louisville. Hey. Oh, wait a minute now. Okay, I ain't say Satan. Anyway, Matilda Villa, a guard from Italy. She went to Atlanta Dream. Okay. Ain't got none of her stats, but she got picked up in the third round. She's doing something. The Dallas Wings got Ashley Owusu. Penn State, she's a guard. Nice stats. Connecticut Sun got Abby Hesu. HSU. Hesu. Okay, my bad. Columbia. Caitlin Davis went to the New York Liberty. Forward. And last but not least, Las Vegas Aces in the third round with the 12th picked center, Angel Jackson. That was about it for that. This is going to be a great season for basketball. I'm not just talking about 2024. I'm talking about the season, like all the way till next year, because this is good for entertainment. This is good for the sport. This is good for fans like me. Gives us a lot more to talk about, a lot more to just love and compare and see the diversity of this game evolving into the beautiful game that it is. It's a beautiful game. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Shout out to everybody that got picked. You are wanted. and you will be watched by a lot of people. We're gonna be on them TV screens. So how about that National Television Broadcasting Center? Go ahead and open up these channels so that we can watch you guys more often. I think the more you guys are on TV, the better sponsorships that will be happening, the better their pay will be. I mean, shoot, the men are making millions. The girls can be making more money as well, I think, in my opinion. That's another story for another day. So thank you guys again for listening, for watching my videos. Thanks for commenting. I love to hear from you guys. You can always shout at me at opinionated.voice, V0IC3 at gmail.com. Also, check us out at opinionatedmedia.media. We try to do some big things, try to keep it all cohesive and keeping it fun. So be kind to somebody out there today, y'all. Whether you're watching the game or you not, be kind. Let's get back. I'll check you out later. Peace.